Hi friends, I've got some more figures to unbox for you today, so I'm going to put this aside and go ahead and get into it. I believe these are going to be Star Wars Black Series figures, and I have the ladies out, and you can see from the title I'm sure that these are expected to be female figures. So that's what the first one is, I believe. Alright, yes. From Amazon we have, first of all, I've got a couple sets of guitar strings here to go with my newly repaired guitar. More on that another time. Got some new pickups in one of my guitars that sounds fantastic. So what do we got? What's her name? Ahsoka Tano. Ooh, she's cool looking. Better looking than I thought. I wasn't going to get this figure because I thought there would be another Ahsoka Tano based on the vintage collection. There's an Ahsoka Tano that has a blue outfit as well, and I like her better. However, it looks like she's already come out in the Black Series, and she is available, but at higher prices, you know, aftermarket collector prices. And since I can still get one at retail prices, I figured I'll just make do with this one. And I'm also hoping, I've noticed there's one coming out in the vintage collection that has, she just has pants instead of a skirt. And I call them bloomers, and I think that one looks really cool, at least in the vintage collection. I think I have her pre-ordered. So hopefully they'll have a version of her coming out in the Black Series as well, because I think she looks cooler with the bloomers on. Anyway, but I do like the looks of her. She's got a cool head sculpt and a cool looking face. I like that. Sort of strange tattoo. Is that a tattoo on her face, or is that supposed to be part of her, like an alien skin marking? And I've always kind of wondered, is that her, is that a, it's not a hair thing, right? Is it put on? Is it a some kind of mask, or looks kind of like it would be like a mask, or maybe something they killed an animal and put it on. Is that their hair naturally, or is that something they put on? You guys can answer me. I don't know much about her, but I like the colors of her lightsabers. That's neat. She's got kind of light blue, almost whitish lightsabers. So very excited to have her add to my collection of Black Series, growing collection I should say, and add her to the female characters, which are always nice to have. So here you go, ladies. Here's another lady for you guys to have. A little taller than you guys, huh? So then I guess I mentioned this in one of my videos that I was collecting a lot of ladies and stormtrooper types. That's actually to try to limit my collecting, right? I'm trying to stay away from getting everything that there's available because it's just too much. Although you're going to see that I have quite a few videos coming up because I just can't stop myself from collecting quite a bit. But anyway, someone mentioned to me I should try out a couple of these figures, and that is Monkeyboy. So Monkeyboy, shout out to you. Thank you for mentioning the next figure or two that we're going to see here, because I wouldn't have got him if it wasn't for you. And again, I'm glad you mentioned him. So here we go. Sabine Wren. She's another lady from the Star Wars universe that I know very little about. Oh, it says something on the back here. So Sabine Wren was a Mandalorian warrior, explosives expert, and talented graffiti artist. Qualities that came in handy as one of the first to rebel against the Empire. Alright, and she's got quite a cute little face going on in the back here. When I first saw her, I figured that she was a newer product of the more woke Disney version of Star Wars, and so that's kind of why I passed on her when I first, encountered her and thought, nah, with all the very expressive hair color and the outfit, I figured she was, supposed to be super woke girl, but apparently maybe she came out before that and she's just a graffiti artist. That explains why she's kind of, has the interesting, outfit and hair, and she has some really cool looking paint splatter on her shoes. Or boots. It's going to be really hard to see that maybe because of the box in the way. Maybe you guys can check it out online if you're curious about her, if you haven't seen her. She's got some really neat paint splatter on her boots and on her garbs or gauntlets, whatever you call those things. Wrist bracers. Very cool. A rebel kind of insignia on her left breast. Battle armor. And what is this, kind of a purple, very artistic looking Mandalorian helmet, or Boba Fett armor helmet I would call it. So very cool. Sabine Wren. Glad to have her to add to the collection of females too. So she's quite a attractive gal. Let's see on the face. Boy, her eyes look painted bad a little bit, but she's a little this eye here on the right looks like it's going out that way. If you guys can see that. Oh well. Can't all get them perfect every time, huh? I understand. Manufacturing is tough when you make thousands upon thousands upon thousands and try to get them all exactly the same. It is tough. So I wish they were all perfect, but I can understand they're not going to throw it away because of just that. Anyhow, so it goes. Sabine Wren's a little cockeyed. I'm sure she still sees just fine. And last but not least here, definitely not least, she's probably the most expensive of all of these. I had to get this one on the secondary market from another collector who was downsizing their collection because they got too many. So again, this is a recommendation of Monkeyboy. Said if you're collecting females, you got to have this one. And boy, is he right. So I had to pay a little extra for this one, but I think it's going to be worth it. Oh yeah. What's that? Very nice. This is Jaina Solo, everybody. Daughter of Leia Organa and Han Solo. Jaina Solo is a Jedi student of Luke Skywalker. Like her father, she is also a crack pilot and skilled mechanic. Like her mother, she is a born leader. So, don't know anything about her, but she comes from some other story of the Skywalkers. And or the Solos, either way, I guess you say. So she's got herself kind of a pink lightsaber, and she's got a removable helmet, so she's definitely a fighter pilot. She's got on the fighter gear, sort of black fighter gear, much like the TIE fighter pilots. So she is just awesome looking. Almost has a little bit of a smirk on her face. Looks like her eyes are a little more correct than Sabine's, but even her eyes maybe leave a little to be desired. She looks like she's looking upward at something. Anywho, that's all right. I like to be, we're being critical because that's kind of what all the YouTube channels do with these figures, right? Everybody looks at every little thing because it seems like that's what we learn to do in school, right? Pick everything apart. There's what's wrong with it, and that's what's wrong with it. And instead of just enjoying what's good about it, right? Look at this. The box is in excellent shape for the most part. Very, very clean. Maybe a tiny smudge that you can't remove it, but very good box. And here I find something to complain about because that's just our upbringing in this country anyway. Man, just cool. Gotta say, the sculptors did an incredible job of sculpting her to look like she's related to Han Solo and Leia. I mean, she really looks like Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher in her face, so they did just a fantastic job with her, and I'm so impressed with that. And another thing I really like about this figure is the visor on the helmet. That it looks like it looks transparent yellow. So that's fantastic. But it looks really cool on her, which I probably won't know for a year or two until when I finally open this figure. But man, she really is a good-looking figure. Very, very pleased to have her in the collection of females, because what can you do? But she's a Solo and a Skywalker and a pilot and she's got a dope ass lightsaber. So awesome, awesome, awesome. There we go, the new ladies to add to the collection of Star Wars figures and 6-inch figures, G.I. Joe classified, or the other range that I have going on. So thank you all for joining me. Excited to have these, and that's it. Bye bye.